What's up? My name is Nick Starchild, and I am a lifestyle architect. So I help you design and build your house. It's up to you to live in it and maintain it. But before I talk more about that, I'll talk about my business at the end of this video. I want to talk about life as someone who's a contrarian. So I am a huge contrarian. I don't believe a lot of things that other people believe. I'm not religious. I don't follow tropes. I don't follow gender rules for the most part. I live my life in a more masculine way, but I'm not a part of the gender binary in any way. I have had a lot of life experience, and it's really hard for me sometimes being around people who are young or even people who are older who are ignorant and don't have critical thinking skills. Online, it's really hard for me when I see people even just like writing things in a really not like just not educated way, or using a lot of typos, or like just nonsensical sentences and things like that, just not making any sense. It's really hard for me. It's been hard for me for a long time, and lately I've been being a little bit more vocal about that. And it's not going. I mean, it's going fine. People are fine with it, but there are some people who are very upset with me that I call out their ignorance. But I just can't keep it in anymore. Like, it's just too hard to pretend to not see the problems that are plaguing our society, and like not to call them out. I usually try to keep, stay in my own lane, but if I post something online and someone does not like what I said, because I'll say what I feel and my truth, people will try to attack me and get really angry and things. And it's really weird to me that, like, if you don't like something, if you don't, it doesn't resonate with you, if you're not rocking with that mode of thought, that you would engage with the content. But a lot of people do. They get really angry and they just want to like attack and like defend themselves, and they'll write really, really long like comments or posts about like why you're wrong. And my way of dealing with that is, because I think it's kind of funny that they're wasting all that energy, that emotional energy, I just delete it. I don't read it. Once I figure out that I don't like what you've written, I just delete the comment. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I just think that you're emotionally immature. When I don't like something online or something doesn't resonate with me, I just move on. I keep scrolling up, right? Just going on to the next thing. Or if I really don't like this person, I just block them, right? So I don't have to see them. But that's not really the case for a lot of people. A lot of people have a lot of emotional immaturity, and they can't handle when their worldview is challenged, or if someone says something they don't agree with, they like have to attack. And I think that's kind of funny and really sad, honestly. But I do get a lot of joy in trolling people back, or making them irritated by like not engaging with their content, and or their comment, and deleting it. It feels really good. It feels so good. I don't know. I just don't. You don't have so much control in your life, and I'm a very nice person when I'm out and about. I feel like I try to be very cordial to people, and I try to like be polite when I'm interacting with people, unless you are mean to me. If you're mean to me, I give it back. But I'm very nice, like, day to day. But I think that a lot of people are stupid. I think a lot of people are ignorant in the world, and I am really not good at not saying anything about it. And so I say things. I definitely clap back, but I don't try to go out of my way. Like, I don't go into other people's content and like harass them about their posting. I occasionally will call out someone who says something nasty in someone else's post, like in the comment section. I'll call them out for their behavior, but I don't ever like try to attack someone who posted something. Like I said, if I don't like it, I just move on. It's really that simple. I yeah, I don't see the point in engaging with that kind of behavior. But it's been really interesting because I've been a lot more honest lately. I've been more myself lately online and sharing my opinions, and people don't like it, and I think it's so funny. It gives me a lot of joy that I'm being a bit of an antagonist, I have to say. And I don't know if that makes me sick, if that makes me a bad person, but I feel like I'm being more honest to myself and my boundaries, and like I think differently from a lot of people. I think a lot of people just make really terrible decisions and have really bad boundaries and don't think critically. people who are very obsessed with a subject or think that they are authority on a subject when it's a very subjective thing. I think that's really weird. Like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. These are all subjective opinions, but people feel like they know what's right or like they understand what's going on with a relationship, and I'm like, you don't. Or people who are in relationships that are very clearly toxic and not good for them, but they continue to engage in that relationship because they don't have a lot of self-respect for themselves, or they're very insecure. They don't have boundaries. I've been to therapy, okay, and I wish I was in therapy right now, but I can't afford it. But hopefully again one day. But yeah, I've been to many different therapists, and I've worked on my shit, and I know when I'm not in a good situation and how to handle that. And a lot of people can't afford it, right? Or they don't want to engage with helping themselves. Because there's tons of ways you could help yourself. You can do some introspectiveness. You could talk to people, professionals. You could read books to understand like why you are the way you are and how you can react differently to things, right? But that's not the case for a lot of people. A lot of people love to live in their ignorance. A lot of people love to stay in negative states, like case in point for like doom scrolling. People will watch things that are very negative and over again. And once you watch something negative on an algorithm, some whatever platform, it will service you more of those things. So these people are continually watching really negative things and engaging with that and like doom scrolling. And I'm like, that's why you're angry. That's why you're sad. That's why you're upset. You're depressed. I'm like, you control your algorithm. If you were to just search things that you're actually interested in that are positive, you will see more of those things on your feed, and you yourself will feel better. It's that simple. Like my feed on my social media apps are about traveling, pretty women. I love looking at pretty women. Dogs and cats, like animals doing cool stuff, science, like it's things. Oh, food, of course. All types of things that I'm interested in that bring me joy. There's no reason to engage with like anything that doesn't make you happy. I don't see the point in doing that. Even like politics wise, like I don't think that engaging with politics all the time is really healthy. The United States like shoves it down your face in terms of like what's going on in the country, and it's a lot of just distraction and just stressing people out and making them anxious. And I don't interact with a lot of political things online. I don't see a lot of what's going on in the U.S., and I am a lot happier and healthier because of that. I don't think it's good for you to engage with that, but there are people out there who think that like they have to watch, how bad it is out there and how it's getting crazy, instead of like protecting their own mental health. And that's a choice that they make. It's fair to do. I definitely used to be like a social justice warrior, if you will, and I used to be a political activist, and I would go to protests and things like that when I was younger. And then after a couple decades of seeing that nothing was changing, nothing is changing but me. The only thing that I could change was myself. I couldn't change the system. The system was doing what it was doing, and instead of feeling helpless, I just decided to focus on myself and live my life, which is what I'm doing. I'm living abroad. I'm trying to help other people live abroad, or at least travel abroad and vacation and things like that, and just to get a different perspective on the world. Um, but yeah, just I see a lot of like negativity in the world and people engaging with that instead of just like focusing on themselves and fixing themselves. Um, I see this in relationships. There's really bad relationships all the time. I don't understand people staying in bad relationships or staying in having trouble with their sexuality when they could just do the work and work on themselves and find partners who respect them, and meet them where they're at, or go above and beyond, if you know what I'm saying. But a lot of people just settle, and they're just like, well, I found this person, and sunk cost fallacy. They feel like, oh, I'm with this person, this is the only person I can be with, like I put all this time into them, like I shouldn't break up with them because I like wasted my time. I'm like, you're just continuing to waste your time being with this person that is not compatible with you. But that's and that could be another video for another day. But yeah, all of these situations, I've just come to the realization that like being more honest about who I am and how I think and how I want to live my life is the best way to be. And if people don't agree with that, fuck them. Like, fuck them. And I just will delete them or block them. Like, you don't have to agree. You don't even need to engage at all if you don't rock with me. I don't understand why you will. But I'm feeling a lot more happy, more myself, the more that I am putting myself out online as the true person that I am, which is low key an asshole. Like, just low key. I just want to be honest, and sometimes honesty, people don't like that. It makes them feel uncomfortable. So I gotta be the asshole, and I think I'm okay with that. Yeah. But yeah, if you're okay with rocking with someone who's okay being the asshole, I won't be an asshole to you if you're coming to me for help, of course. But if you're online being an asshole, I'm gonna be an asshole to you. But if you're looking for someone who's more real and is gonna tell you the truth and help you actually get to the places that you want to get in your life, I'm your guy. I will be there to help you make your goals a reality, or at least put the steps in place to work towards those goals. That's what I love doing. I like actually helping people who want to help themselves. I do not like I don't like helplessness. I don't like people who are like, I can't do it. There's nothing I can do. And it's like, there's so much you can do. You are a very strong person. You have the skills that you need. You just need help to facilitate them. And so I hope that I can help you with that. And if I can, reach out to me, check out my website, and yeah, let's do it.